In Genesis 37, Joseph had a dream about the sun and moon and stars. And his father said, "Does this mean me and your mother will bow down?" But Rachel had already died 2 chapters before. I wonder if you could explain that.
All right, Genesis chapter 37. The first and most logical explanation is that the thing is not chronological. That's the most obvious one. In Genesis 37, he's talking here about this dream that Joseph has. And interpreting the dream, he mentions Joseph's mother, verse 10. And Joseph's mother, back here before this, back in chapter 35, was said to die when she gave birth to Benjamin. Genesis chapter 37, verse 9. He dreamed yet another dream and told his brethren, and said, "Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and the sun and moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me." And he told to his father and his brethren. His father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come down to bow yourselves to thee?" So it could be in the passage that, speaking about the marriage not chronological, that she hadn't died yet. But of course, you've got a problem here. Joseph was alive many, many years before his mother died. Joseph was born way back there when Rachel was in Padan Aram. But that's one way. Now, the reason why that's difficult is because he says in verse 9, "The 11 stars made obeisance to me." And made 11, if he says 11 stars, then it implies Joseph has 11 brothers. If he has 11 brothers, then Benjamin must have been born to make 12. So the most obvious explanation is that when Jacob says the thing, the mother is dead, but that would make a difference anyway. I mean, it'd be a future date sometime when he did bow down. It'd be a thing like at some time at a future date, perhaps in the resurrection, the whole family is going to bow down to him. Jacob could speak of his wife as still being alive. He doesn't say, "Shall I and your mother who's alive?" Or "Shall I and thy mother?" He has to interpret it as mother, because the sun is male and the moon is female. So he has to interpret it as the mother. It's difficult, but I wouldn't say that Jacob would give up hope of seeing his wife again, or that she wouldn't be around. David says about his boy, he'll not return to me, but I'll go to him. He speaks of the boy as being there. Let me show you why I say that. Come to Matthew. I mean, why I say that in Jacob's mind, his wife's alive. Pick up here and pick up Matthew 22. When God speaks to Moses, he speaks of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as all alive. And they've all been dead for 230 years. Matthew 22, verse 31. "But as touching the resurrection of the dead, have you not read that which was spoken to you by God, saying, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob? God is not the God of the dead, but of the living." And that thing there is said to Moses at the bush. He's, "I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob," and all three of them have been dead for 230 years. But they're spoken of as being alive. So that's probably Jacob's case with his wife. All right, something else. Nothing like a Bible to clear up a college education.